Of being an American is have a free reign of thought in the belief system, and that allows conception without pressure or a lot of guidance. There's a moral compass and self-respect and a social moral contract that we all have agreed upon, and it was really coming to a nice way between the 80s and 90s. Even though there was racism, it was starting to get solved, and then it ended because things got worse again. Okay, so that American way is a good context because there was enough and people still had the free enterprise. So a lot of Americans like to do yard sales and they like to create stuff and sell their junk. And we don't want to be like prohibited, like, okay, you can't buy as much of this, you can't make as many of those, and you have to do this before you do that. Because like stuff's coming in here and it's poisonous stuff coming. You buy stuff at like drugstores that are known nationally, and you take it home and it breaks for $20, even Home Depot and stuff like that places. So you got to take into context of all this. So people want to hate on Americans, but Americans, they're working class people. Yes, there's garbage around, but we're not all gun-toting crazy people. It's part of our lives, yeah, because, we see that going away now, especially with code enforcement and stuff like that. You can't even have an old car that you've had forever and you just love and you could rebuild it, but you have a new one because you got life, and it sits in the yard. Next thing you know, you get a notice and they're going to tow it on you. If you don't have insurance and registration license, every single year you got to have registration license. So it's like, it's just, courts are 9 to 5, but so is our jobs. But then the police and the computers are working 24 hours. I mean, there's so many things that are just wrong. But, American people are just like everybody else. And this is what, like Kid Rock and everybody, you don't understand. When you take a hit of being harassed, it attacks your pride, it attacks your integrity, it attacks your principle. It's like being raped for a woman. I hate to say it, but, you really lose, okay? And you don't get the recourse to snap back because you're unhealthy as it is. A lot of these people, they're not eating well. I'm telling you what. They eat and they have a regimen and, they're not satisfied. They're complacently comfortable. And, people want to come out at us and be like this and that, and then look at Kid Rock and who's saying, drunkards. They're not all drunkards, dude. And a lot of these people have to go there because, they've been pushed around and taken advantage of, and they have kids to take care of, so they can't fight back. And, they get old. I'm 50, 10 goes by quick, 20 years goes by quick. So the fact of the matter is, and there's all kind of people here, too. So that's another thing. It's like, people, if they acclimate to our ways, the way we had things running, the people respect each other. It's when other people don't respect us that we can't allow ourselves to function correctly. Like, we have so many rules and regulations. There's a lot of American people that are homeless, a lot of veterans and all this and that, mistreated. Like, if we came first, we'd be able to give more. So the system itself is failed by representatives. And when people like Kid Rock come against, when they take sides with people that are actually not talking about things, they're against what it is, because actions speak louder than words, and inaction becomes action because they're talking about everything like that would actually make oppression stronger for us here, even though it's protected us there. It's like Munchausen, and he's just played a part. And I haven't had a TV since 1997 or 96 of my own. Okay, I have a girlfriend. I live places where there was TV, and I'm forced to watch because you're there and you're people. But for the most part, I haven't seen Kid Rock since I was like early 20s. At the time when his music store came out, and I was there, right there with it, dude. It was like a national thing. A lot of us were feeling the same way, and he had the ability to perform and take it to that level and be in front of thousands of millions of people. And he's a businessman. He's cool. I love him, dude. But to come back in it all these years later, and then see him like, doing the other things that I pointed out, and not doing things that are happening that I point out, that he could have influence. It is a responsibility. That's why I say, don't mean to be mean about it, but, STFU or say the right things. So, you don't know how these people feel. And you're a charitable guy. You're on track. But you need to do a little bit better. Because for our service, we're out here, dude. We are out here in service. Okay, these are just people, and I'm amongst them too. You know, and I see little things, that he's not saying, and I can help point him out, and that's what I'm doing because, what he's promoting is negatively affecting me. I feel it is. And what he's not promoting could be counteracting what is affecting me to save his ass. And the other dude, too. All the other dudes. They know it. You gotta know it. But you gotta come clean. Because it's the life and respect of your fans and the people that are busting their ass, and you're getting that blood, sweat, and tear money because they have no choice out of desperation and devastation to want to release themselves. So you have a responsibility. Okay, you have a responsibility. To call out the dangers of alcohol. Okay, the incompassionate sides of the Confederate flag with all the people you're riling up because they support that flag and it's separating America. Okay, and you also need to talk about the police brutality because, it's just necessary because Trump doesn't talk about it, and neither does anybody else. And I know you have some videos and stuff like that. He's got some videos that are cool, so the foundation is there. But, I like the White House thing with the presidential seals, but no, he's not like the model American. I'm sorry. He's not. You got some work to do, kid. You pass the age, but you carve the way for whoever will come in the next generations and be there. But you better get your shit straight.